Right. Cool. Okay. Are we live? Okay. I think we're live. I think we are finally live. Good morning, everyone. Someday I'll get this figured out. I promise. Hopefully, none of you are waiting for me. I am having technical difficulties trying to zoom into Facebook because it is just overly difficult. So, hello, good morning. I will invite everyone that I am live. Hello and good morning. How are you this morning? Happy Valentine's Day, my friends. Okay, okay. I think that I'm live everywhere I need to be, and if not, then well, that's just the way that it goes. Okay. So, anyways, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? Happy Valentine's Day. My name is Coach Lacy. Welcome to Rise and Shine with Morning Moon. It is a beautiful Valentine's Day. It finally snowed here. I was praying for snow. And here it is. It's a little beautiful dusting, and I'm so glad. So, like I said, today it is Valentine's Day. Good morning, lovebirds. Good morning, lone wolves, and everybody in between. Today is the word of the day, of course, is love. But I am not going to talk to you today about what you think I'm going to talk to you about, which is the actual feeling of love, because love is not just about like a feeling, right? It's not just about roses and chocolates and, feeling good or getting it on or, or even feeling lonely. Like love is not even about feeling lonely if you're not coupled up. There's people out there today feeling lonely, and there's a lot of um you know love yourself today. There's a lot of promotion for singles that's focused on loving yourself, and I have a challenge for you singles today, and for those of you who are coupled up. I want you to not focus on yourself today. I would love it if you guys could get outside yourself and realize that love, my friends, is not a feeling. It's a choice. Love is a verb. Love is a choice. We make a choice every day. Love is not what we do when it's inconvenient. Love is what we do when the times are tough. Love is what happens when things are hard, right? True love happens in the moment of endurance. It's about service. It's about, you know, setting your own needs aside for someone else. So love isn't really about this feeling. Love is about a choice that we make every day. So love is what we do when it's inconvenient. Love is how we show up when it's hard. Love is how we show up even when no one is clapping for us, right? Love is the moments of doing it anyways, those moments of enduring with a better attitude, right? That's love. So there's a lot of focus today on, coupled up love, or if you're single, self-love, you know, F everyone that, I've got this, I'm better than everybody and I can just do whatever. You don't even have to think you're better than everybody. You could feel like feeling lonely and feel like, you know, you're wallowing in being alone. And my challenge to all of you who are coupled up or even alone is to get outside of yourself and serve someone else. Because love isn't just about how we feel for ourselves. It's not just about bubble baths and affirmations and, oh, I love myself, I'm so awesome, and it's not about that. It's about discipline. It's about discipline, really. It's about growth and healing and showing up for yourself and showing up for others and showing up for a community when it's not easy. So showing love um, is more about service, right? It's about how you serve others. So the more that you focus on serving others, the more your cup fills up, right? So if you're over here focused on how you're feeling and how terrible your Valentine's Day is going to be because you're alone or your significant other is off on a bender or whatever, um, that really doesn't serve you well, does it? It doesn't serve your community. So what do we do in these moments? Well, we need to anchor into our foundations once again. And when we anchor into this foundation, we're anchoring into service work and anchoring into so this is a foundation that's actually not on the checklist, but it should be. But it's for community. So we anchor into our community. It is on the circle of life in your relationships. So in the guide section of this group, if you're watching from the Rise and Shine group, there is a activity called the Circle of Life. In the Circle of Life, you will measure your satisfaction level with different areas of your life. And one of the areas is relationships. Now, if you're feeling like you are sad today, or that's okay. You could be sad. It's okay to feel lonely, and it's okay to feel like things aren't working properly if you know you are coupled up and they're not working properly. But what do we do when we feel sad? Okay. Do we lean in and, you know, um do something for ourselves like go book a trip? Do we book a trip when we feel sad, ladies? We don't. We don't. I mean, maybe some people do, in addition to what I'm going to give you. Yes, we anchor in with our what? Our wellness foundations. And one of these wellness foundations is relationships and community. So how can we anchor into our community? Well, we can be of service. We can say to ourselves and say to God, how can I help someone else today? How can I be a blessing to someone else today? And when we start to lean in on in loving others and serving others, our own cup fills up. And we don't even notice how we're feeling when because we're so busy helping others and we're so busy serving our community. So my challenge for you today is if you are feeling lonely or left out or your cup isn't full, lean in and find who you can help. How can you be a light in the world to someone else? You know, ask God, how can I help someone else? Put someone in my way to help me today. I have a cool story. The other day, I was walking my dog, and I've been practicing asking God every day. I have this thing, how do I want to show up in the world? And lately it's, I want to be of service to others. I want to stop feeling this grief and sadness that I have because I have a lot of grief. I've lost a lot of people. Tomorrow is my Uncle Mike's death anniversary, and that's a hard day for me. And so Valentine's Day since 2019 has not been, excuse me, since 2020, because he died in 2019, has not been easy for me. So today I always feel a little sad, I feel depressed. Even though I have a wonderful husband and a wonderful life, I'm sad today. I'm not gonna lie. So what do I do? I lean into helping others, right? So the other day I was walking my dog and I was asking God, what can I do? What can I do to help others? Put someone in my way, Lord. And I always walk by this school and it was pretty cold out. And there was this little boy and he was up by the fence and he didn't have a coat on and his arms were in his coat in his shirt, he didn't have a little coat on and he's this little chubby boy and he was really sweet. He's up by the fence hiding and I walk past him and I can see that he's like not doing well. And I stopped and I let him, say hi to my dog and that just made his day. He said, "Hey, are you okay?" Said, "Um, okay." I said, whatever is going on, buddy, look, I just want you to know that you're loved and this too will pass. Whatever's going on, this will pass. So I go on and I leave and I end up walking my dog and I come back that way to get to my house and I end up coming back and he's still there. But in the distance, I can see this roaming pack of girls, this big old pack of girls laughing at him and pointing at him. And they had tore up a note and threw it over the fence. And I could discern that perhaps he wrote one of them a note. And he was like a little chubby boy, he's probably outcasted. And I could just discern that he wrote one of them a note and maybe they didn't take that, maybe they were making fun of him and didn't want that kind of affection and they were all making fun of him. And so he was feeling bad about that. And so I stopped again and I said, "Hey, what's your name?" And he said, "James." And I said, "Hey, James, I just want you to know that God loves you. And whatever's going on with those girls, I can see those girls are laughing at you. I want you to know that in 5 years you probably won't even remember this moment except for me and this dog and my dog Jasper. And I want you to pet my dog, and I want you to just enjoy him and enjoy this moment, and take notice of this, and just remember that you're loved, and you have friends, and God loves you. And when you get home, none of this matters, and this will pass. I gave him a good word. I said, okay, and he kind of felt a little better. And I went on, and a couple days later, I ended up going to Pybus, and I ran into a friend of mine, and I was telling her about this. Well, turns out, long story short, her kid is friends with this kid, which is wild. And these girls were actually torturing her daughter or her son and treating her son badly. And so her son had to have a separate recess because of these girls. And so ended up coming full circle to where, like, this little boy got some love that he needed, and it was just really cool. So that's the power of just like getting outside of yourself and just giving a moment to someone. I just gave that little boy a moment of my time, and who knows, he'll probably remember that forever. But like, it's just getting outside yourself and serving others. And when you're feeling sad and you're feeling down, just remember that other people are too. Like, we're all feeling it. Like, just because I'm peppy and happy and sweet doesn't mean that I'm not constantly sad. Oh, goodness. My brother killed himself, like, I'm constantly sad. When you lose people you love, especially to suicide or murder or like uncertain circumstances, and I've had a few. I haven't lost anybody to murder. Yeah, it's um um but I've lost people to uncertain circumstances, and only God can heal that pain. It's never going to go away, and I can endure through it. But the only way that I can get out of it is if I get busy, and I don't want to like bypass. I want to feel my feelings and feel those, but I can't be crying all the time. So I just, help others, serve others, make your cup full, others. So remember that when you're feeling like shit, that find someone to serve. If you are in a place and you're isolated and you're not able to go serve others, go shop, go out to the mall, go to the library, go somewhere, like get online, get online and just give love bombs, give good words. That's part of the reason I'm doing this, is because I want to give good word. I could charge money for coming on, and I'm going to be doing hot seat coaching and stuff. I don't have to do this. I don't have time for everything, but I want people to wake up and have a positive word for their morning, and if they're not getting it from anywhere, then they need to be getting it from me, because I have the capability to do this. God has given me the gift. So here I am giving you the word. So I want you to remember, when you are focusing on love today for Valentine's Day, just focus on self-love. Yes, yes, foundations of wellness are essential. Self-love is essential. You cannot help others if your oxygen mask is not on, in the airplane. You got to put your oxygen mask on in order to help others, right? But but once that mask is on, you better be helping others. You can't be sitting in your seat, right? Like scared out of your mind. Oh my God, we're gonna die. No, I mean, like, as far as your mask will extend. Right. And the last reminder, of course, for all of you watching today, the biggest, most unshakable love, of course, is God. It's God. It's God. As I go on this journey, I am becoming more brazen. I do not care what anybody thinks of my, I guess, evangelism and my testimony, because I I have been through some darkness, and I know a lot of you too have. But the only thing that pulled me out was God. So, and I'm not talking universe. The universe didn't pull me out. It was God. It was Yahweh. It was Jesus. That's what pulled me out. It wasn't the universe. It wasn't the universe. It wasn't some other one of the, hundreds of other deities out there. I do believe in magic. We're using magic right now. This is magic. Elements, frequency, vibration. If you are participating in the 21st century, you are participating in magic. It's all nuances, right? So don't give me shit if I talk about crystals. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. You're using a computer. So we're not going to go there today, but I'm talking about God, I'm talking about crystals. We're doing it, but we're really doing it right here, as right as I know how. I'm not perfect. I'm wrong on so many levels, but we're going to surrender. We surrender to Yahweh here. And so if you are not feeling loved or seen or that you don't matter, you do. You just need to check in and check that ego, because that is of the ego, feeling unseen, unloved, and unheard. That's of the ego, and the ego is Satan. And that's for another day. I don't need to go into that. But just know that you are loved. So instead of getting stuck in what's missing in your life, focus on how can I give love. Don't focus on what is missing. Focus on how you can give. Because the more you give, the more your cup fills, right? So here's your challenge for today. Lovely, beautiful humans. Instead of focus on who's loving you, focus on who you can love today. Who can you love today? Who can you bring a good word to today? Who can you impact today, right? Send a text, give a compliment, help someone, be the love that you wish to see in the world. Just takes a moment, send some flowers. Before my grandma died, I sent her flowers every paycheck, every single paycheck, because I couldn't be there in person. Every 2 weeks, that woman got flowers from me for like 3 or 4 years. I couldn't be there. So I sent her flowers. DoorDash, or, send your family some DoorDash. Like if you have a family member that lives somewhere else, send them a random, send them a random dinner. Have dinner together on Zoom. Do something, do something nice. So be the love that you wish to see in the world. Focus on helping others. That's it, fam. I love you. Rise and shine with your checklist this morning. Have a beautiful day. Come see me. Come see me at Pybus. Jesse and I are going to be at Pybus Public Market today for Valentine's Day from 3:30 to 7:30. We will be there with our Freshie booth. We have some really cool candy grams lined up for you. I was up all night long hand making everything. I painstakingly hand make everything. I painstakingly hand make all the cards. I painstakingly hand make all the air fresheners. And Jesse painstakingly helps me screw in all the things and tying everything together. So this is a family effort, but we'll be down there today. And I hope to see you. So I better go get ready for that. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Go show some love, guys. Ciao.